everybody, Tony here, Creative Fish Studio, and I'm out of my pond. I'm going to show you my Laguna Clearflo 2000 filter system that I have in this pond, as well as the fountain pump that I have that's all clogged up right now and isn't actually visible. So I'll show you what I've done in order to install this and how we have it running. So let's do it. The first thing is I've got basically a hidden brick in here that I've gone ahead and I've cemented like the rest of them, except I pulled it off after I put the cement down and leveled it so that I have this opening to be able to run my cables and my wires down into the pond, and keep it nice and hidden. Alright, so once we've taken the rock off, we'll go ahead and we'll pull out the pump. I'm not going to actually clean it right now, although it does need a cleaning. But you can see it's got this nice cage around the pump in order to help keep too much debris from getting in and around it. Gives it ample space to sit and be unobstructed. And there went my hose. Alright, since we're not going to take care of this right now, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of toss it back down in the deep end here so it can do its job. Alright, so let's take a look at the filter itself. What I liked about this filter was that I could bury it in the ground. Now this is only rated for 2,000 gallons, which is, you should over filter, and I'm not over filtering enough. With this filter, I did have a secondary filter running when I chose to do this. And so now I'm under filtering, or just filtering enough basically. But it's very easy to backwash, which I really liked about it, and to clean it. There's a nice little nozzle here that pops up and lets you know when you need to clean it. It doesn't say that I need to right now, but I wanted to do it anyway because I want to do a little bit of a water change and get some cooler water in since it's really hot here. To backwash this, clean out the pump or the filter is really easy. You're just going to take off this cap, and I'm going to slide on this hose that I have here already ready, so you get this little adapter to be able to put hosing onto. We're going to switch the valve over, and we're going to get ready to pump these in a second, but I'm going to turn the filter back on and get water going out of my hose out the back here. Alright, I can hear that we've got water flowing. I see it coming out of my hose that I've purchased. It does not come with it. You have to have hose, and it can take 3/4, 1 inch, and I think 1/2 inch. Or 3/4, 1 inch, and 1 1/4. I'm not sure. It definitely does 1 inch and 3/4 of an inch. I know that. I don't know if it goes more or less. But the trick is here, got clear water coming out right now. It looks pretty good actually. I'm going to take these pumps and I'm going to agitate the filter and watch what it does. See that watercolor change? Look at that nastiness. So that's agitating this filter in here. And it's giving us really actually great water for our plants. And so this is when I like to come around and water everything and get a whole bunch of nice growth here in the grasses. These things have basically just risen up out of the ground since we started watering with this. And we'll get our little maple tree Japanese as well. So I'm gonna let this throw my hose way down away from my embankment. Now I'm gonna pump it a couple more times. Normally I do both sides at the same time. I don't know that it matters, but normally I do. But I've got my camera on the other hand right now, so that's pretty much what happens. So we've got an intake valve here, and these are 2 outputs, and you basically select which one you want, this one or this one for output. This output is going to my waterfall, and this is my waste one. So that's the setup. So I'm going to drain some of the water in here, and then we're going to refill it with some water from the hose, and I've got some AquaSafe over there that we'll put down as well. Somebody was asking me about lighting. I do have a little LED pin light here that I just kind of bumped when I was coming through, just strapped onto the fence post. But I've also got lighting here on the house that illuminates this whole pond really nice. But again, here from a little bit further away, you can see what we've got going on as far as how I pull this one brick out. And I'll go ahead and I'll get the other fountain pump out, and I can show you how dirty that one has gotten this week. And that's just kind of a service agitator. All right. And so that's all this is. See how this just sucked right on here? Because there's so much junk just in this. It's caked on. Just squeeze out the ick. Ugh. So I'll take this and I'll rinse it out over here with our plants as well. All right, so we've got our pump running again. I've got a stone out here right in the middle. I'm gonna just drop this out onto, and it'll stand itself back upright. So it's right about there. There we go. All right, so that should be enough for us to just cool off the pond a little bit for them. I don't need to do a full water change because I just did one a couple days ago. It's just been really hot. So I'm just gonna leave it actually on and switch it over. And it's gonna start going back out of the waterfall here. And then I'm gonna just pull this and put the cap on. So we're still losing a little bit till we cap it. It didn't used to leak out there, but over time we started leaking a little bit. We've got a little bit of a leak here that's allowing it to slip past, but it's not a big deal. I keep the cap on. It's usually pretty good. So that's a look at the Laguna system. And now I'm just gonna start filling it back up in here, getting everything back into place. Take my rock, lay it back over everything here. All right, so we've got it back in place. We're just gonna start filling it up, add some AquaSafe for, I'm gonna guess we're gonna add about 100 gallons back in here, and we'll dose it for 150, call it good. All right, so I typically do turn it to like a shower setting so I can leave it out and hear it going into the pond, so I remember to turn off the water going in. And so that's what I've done here. We've got the waterfall going again, as well as our little fountain pump here in the middle that the fish just love to swim through. All right, so I'm sweaty and gross, but that was a quick look at the Laguna Clearflo filter that I'm using here in my backyard pond. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Hope your fish are doing well, and we'll catch you next time.